Famous TV action heroes ever to save the planet are up for grabs. They're daring, they're tough, they're secret agents with star quality. But are they fab enough to fetch thousands when they're auctioned next week?
Stop the car.
Captain Scarlet, he's indestructible, but will he really go for £18,000?
I never could resist a long shot.
Marina, beautiful, silent, undersea princess. How will the Stingray team manage without her?
I'd hope she might decide to become a permanent member of our crew.
Tough luck, Troy. What about Joe 90, 9-year-old genius? His incredible specs read the brain patterns of the world's greatest minds.
It's terrific.
And super cool Lady Penelope, International Rescue's undercover agent. She could raise an amazing £25,000. But she'll have to go to a new
Oh
home.
dear, how inconvenient.
The puppet heroes of Stingray, Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet and Joe 90 never let strings get in the way of a good car chase or a flashy spy gadget. Their explosive adventures were created over 30 years ago by Jerry and Sylvia Anderson. And though the miniature superstars have been out of work for decades, they're even more precious to fans and collectors now than the day they first lit up the small screen. If only you could just step into the lovely Lady Penelope's drawing room and congratulate her on a mission accomplished.
You're just in time for tea, Tim.
Sylvia Anderson, the original and the real Lady Penelope. Thanks very much for bringing in these puppets from the TV series themselves.
Absolutely.
Is this the last time they'll all be sitting around together for tea?
Yes, Tim, I'm afraid that's true, because they're going for auction next week.
Very privileged moment then.
It is indeed, yes.
Now, they are obviously stars and they're in very good condition, but why are they supposed to fetch such high price at the auction next week?
Well, I think because they're icons. They are, you know, people remember them from the 60s, and they are original puppets from the series.
And there's lots of fans out there.
Oh, yes. We've had calls from people all over the world, so I think it's going to be a very big day next week.
Tell me about Lady Penelope, because she looks a real star, and very familiar as well.
Yes, a little bit. She was modelled on me by Mary Turner, the puppeteer who created her, and she modelled her on me, and I didn't know it.
And you've got the same dresses as well?
Absolutely, yes. This is also going in.
Tell me about her hair, being very careful with it, but it looks lifelike.
It is. It's real hair. It's a wig, and her eyes are made for, you know, sort of glass eyes.
And what about her teeth?
Oh, her teeth, yes, the real teeth. I mean,
real teeth?
Well, I mean, real false teeth.
So a dentist has made a pair of gnashes for her as well?
Absolutely, yes.
That's absolutely
yes,
amazing.
Right. Very right.
Well, the puppet starred in some amazing action sequences, just like this one from Perils of Penelope.
Here they come.
Well, she was very cool about that, wasn't she?
Oh, absolutely. She's always the lady, you know.
She's a real star.
Absolutely, absolutely.
How did you make the movements of the puppets seem lifelike?
Well, I'm glad you think so, Tim, because in actual fact they never learned to walk properly. That's a little secret. So we cheated on that. But we tried to do everything else to make them look realistic.
Well, you mentioned everything else, because the eyes and the mouth were quite realistic, weren't they? How did you match up the mouth movement with the actual voice of the actor?
Absolutely. Well, I can demonstrate here. I can take off the back of Captain Scarlet's head.
Is it going to hurt?
No, it's quite painless, actually. It's quite used to this. And so by moving a little gizmo here, you will get the eye movement.
Right. What about his mouth? Can
And
you see his mouth move?
the mouth.
There he goes.
Is
There's his
moving
mouth.
there, absolutely.
Well, can we take a look behind that?
Yes, I'll turn him around for you.
Being very careful.
And you'll see, and these are the little gizmos in the head, and that's for the mouth there.
Absolutely fascinating to see inside Captain Scarlet's head.
Yes.
Here at Blue Peter, we're very proud of the Tracy Island that Anthea made several years ago. And, you know, it is, isn't it?
Good.
It's very, very,
very good.
And
very
this is
good.
one of our original Tracy Islands. What was your Tracy Island made out of?
Well, I have to tell you, it was a recycled Tracy Island, if you like. We used the tops of fairy liquids, we used yogurt pots, So it was everything really that we could lay our hands on. And for the rockets, we used cigar tubes.
So your Tracy Island isn't that much different from our
Not
Tracy
really.
Island, really.
No, not really.
Just use what you've got around at the time.
And I see there's Fab 1 there too.
Yeah, Fab 1 there is put down at the bottom. Now you've worked with most of the puppets on all the TV shows
Yes.
for lots and lots
Yes.
of years.
Yes.
Did you ever treat them as stars?
Well, we did. We came to believe them as stars. And I think we've got a little friend here that's
Bonnie,
come
you
in
just be
here.
careful. There's about
All right.
£35,000 there.
It's
One wag of the tail and it's all gone.
And sometimes they behaved, you know, like real movie stars, because we'd get set up for a show, for a shot, and then suddenly one of the wires would break, they would collapse. And it was kind of like, you know, a big movie star having a tantrum.
It's just like Diane Stewart and myself. Bonnie, don't step on the puppets.
Oh dear.
Go over there,
Bonnie,
you naughty
Bonnie.
Thank you very much for
Not
coming in,
at all.
and good luck with the auction next week.
Thank you
September
very
the
much.
19th?
September the
At
19th,
Phillips.
12 o'clock.
Great.
Okay.